What is going on, YouTube? It is QuikSnoopy, and today we are doing another kind of like a replay commentary where I want to go over the laning stage, specifically with Templar Assassin against this enemy team's lineup here, and kind of some of the decisions I made going into the early game. So it's not going to be a full replay commentary, just going over first 10 to 11 minutes of the laning stage, and hopefully it helps you guys out. So as usual, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to answer them, and like the video and subscribe if you enjoy these videos and want to see more. So first thing I'm going to talk about is the draft here. It's kind of the first thing I always talk about. So we have a PA on our team. So the Templar PA Viper combo is really good, just because of Templar's like natural ability to lower the enemy's armor, right? Like that's really crucial and important. But when you have a lot of physical carries, you know, the Lion and Crystal Maiden as a core, I mean, you can have more like physical cores, maybe. Like a Visage or something can still be nice with the birds and stuff like that. This would be a good like a Visage game, I think, too, because it provides like a little bit more push. But anyways, I'm not going into the whole like theory crafting of what would be great here and what wouldn't. Either way, point is, I really like our draft. The Templar, I think, is really good against the Zeus. Although, I mean, like, Zeus gives true sight vision, right, with Lightning Bolt. So when he uses Lightning Bolt, like if you're in Meld, like you're gonna get seen. But Meld isn't really typically used as an escape. Like, I guess it kind of counters Meld, but at the same time, you just use Refraction on Templar, and then like Zeus tries to cast an ability or like a spell and deal damage. Zeus tries to ult, like whatever it is, like they just don't do like damage to you. I think Templar is really good against the Monkey King as well. Templar is good against the Abaddon, I'd feel like. You can really just like, I mean, if you do more than the threshold, right, the 400 HP threshold, which means you'd have to hit like 400 health or 400 damage, which isn't hard given that we have a PA on our team, and the Templar drops, and like with Desolator, and if you go like Daedalus Templar, I guess, like it's actually very possible. Dark Willow, I mean, like, Templar is good against Dark Willow because you can just get the Refraction Dispels talent. And against Darks here, I feel like maybe Templar might have some difficulties. But anyways, other than that, I go mid, and then our Viper's going safe lane, and it's like an off lane PA. Let's go over starting items real quick. Wraithband is nice. See, I have a PA, and I have a Viper who might... Yeah, Viper's going Ring of Aquila. So, typically, right, I hate stacking Aquila on the same team. But with a hero like Templar, it allows you to just, like, spam Refraction and Meld, like, in lane. Which is nice. And, like, alternatively, you could get a Magic Wand, which just provides even more regen. Like, because I know I'm going to be going up against the Zeus mid, right? So it provides even more regen, which is like health and mana, which would allow me to stay alive longer and cast Refraction into spell, which also is, it's a nice like escape. Like, I think Templar is really strong and has like really good mid survivability. Like, Templar can survive ganks, and I will show you this in this laning stage. I got ganked like 5 times. Like, I played this game last night. It was insane. So anyways, yeah, Wraithband and the Aquila. Iron Branch is nice. It gives me that flexibility to like eat a tango and then use Iron Branch, which I typically don't do. Like, +1 attribute is actually kind of good, to be honest. But it's also nice if you were going to build into like a Magic Wand, right? So you can kind of see that. Fairy Fire is nice, the +2 damage, and then like restores the health as well. And yeah, I mean, the 2 tangos for like my supports are really nice. So as usual, I kind of just hang out mid. Fast forward a little bit here. So I block the mid creep wave. The block wasn't like perfect, but at the same time, look at where my creeps are compared to his. I get level 1 side blades. Like if you're gonna be near rune, then maybe it's worth not skilling it, and then you can just skill it whenever you get back to lane. Because if you go for the enemy's rune, that's kind of important. If you go for the enemy's rune, right? Like don't steal side blades. Like don't skill it right away, because you can use refraction to tank, or like even like meld, I guess, if you really needed an escape and they didn't have vision. But like typically you could get refraction, right? So if you rush the enemy's rune and there's like 3 of them there, you can use refraction. It has 3 instances. You get bonus damage, so it allows you to like fight and tank. But I blocked mid, as you guys saw. So like, did I really need refraction? Like, no. Side blades helps with the attack range. So it also kind of helps like harass a little bit. But anyways, let's go into this. So here I tried to deny the range creep, didn't happen. So Zeus is off to like a better last hit advantage than me. But look, I can last under tower. Like this is fine. I'm okay last hitting. Like the base damage from Templar is kind of good, to be honest. So. And like here I can get harassed with arc lightning, so I just like I have refraction skilled, and I just honestly used it to help like deal bonus damage, and just I want to push the wave into Zeus. Now I'm like definitely not worried about losing the lane, otherwise I would have gone like wand, but like I think I just rush shreds here, and like even getting an early blightstone is like so efficient. And like you got to think about in the Zeus's position, like he was gonna try and deny that, right? But instead I move off to the side and I get the last hit with side blades. And like even when you go for denies, side blades still work, so it's so good. Like there's no reason not to like go for denies. So here you can see I have like I go for gloves because like the attack speed is really nice, and being able to have that ability to just like attack faster, like even in lane, I don't feel like I need boots, and I don't need survivability, so I don't get belt, because like +4 strain doesn't do anything for me. Attack speed does. Like attack speed is just gonna let me attack like so much faster. And you can see I have Blightstone be brought to me too, and I also get Ring of Protection. Like that's honestly so good. I mean, I don't suffer a lot from right click, because has Zeus even right clicked me once this game? And it's been like 3 minutes, right? So he's just gonna spam arc lightning, which is fine, but I'll build in the Aquila, and it was just kind of worth it in case if I have to like tank creeps. So I mean, here I push the wave and I can't really do much. I actually didn't know he had a ward mid until now, so. But that ward mid, like, it explains a lot now that I think about it. Like, I should have known he had a ward mid. I was in a Discord call with a bunch of my friends. Look at this right here. Refraction, walk away. Alright, so again, I put Iron Branch back in my inventory. That's like +1 stat. There's no reason not to have it, right? I mean, I guess you could have the TP, but I'm not rotating. I'm not leaving my lane, like, at all. Because then Zeus is just going to push with Arc Lightning. And, like, the creeps are going to do damage to the tower. He won't, but the creeps will. So, this helps. I can just spam Refraction. I have TP back in inventory. Like, I'm in a good spot, honestly. And I don't want to leave this lane. But like, see how refraction is just so good. So, I mean, like, going for denies is nice. Like, I just denied that range creep. That's, like, huge. Like, I'm already a level higher than Zeus, and I have 9 denies and way more last hits than he does. And this Zeus is actually, I want to say, like, almost 2,000 MMR higher than me. So, I bring a healing salve out, because, again, I don't want to leave lane. Trap lets me see ward. And, like, getting refraction in the laning stage is so good because it provides so much more survivability. Like, Zeus is never going to deal any damage to me. And it also helps with the bonus damage. So. But I don't even see Dark Willow on the map right now. So you can see how I kind of play defensively for a little bit. Like, if my siege creep is there and nothing else is there, then maybe I can try and last hit him under tower, right? But my attack range isn't that far, so I can't do that. And like here I could get ganked, but I don't. So I want to finish treads. It's so good. Like somewhat even it's so much like more survivability too. And I have way more last hits than this Zeus does. And 12 times as many denies considering he doesn't have any at all. Omega, lol. So here I was I deactivated a ring, and I didn't have a ward mid. I was telling my team that I wanted a ward mid, but I don't have one. And it's like nighttime, right? So like nighttime mid ward is so crucial. I'm gonna fast forward through this. Alright. So again, deny range creep. I'm 2 levels higher than this Zeus at 7 minutes, right? I actually almost have twice as many last hits as he does, I think. So that's kind of insane too to think about. Like as a Templar Assassin, right? Like, and look, my health is full. My mana is almost full. I have 4.5 mana regen per second on level 8. Like that is insane. But we have a Crystal Maiden too, and that's something else I thought about. Is I can just continue to spam. Like, I have Aquila, and I have a Crystal Maiden. So the aura plus the ring is, like, insane mana. So I don't have to be, like, conservative over it, but, like, this Zeus is playing kind of aggressive, right? Like, the way he was moving there was kind of questionable. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, I was checking to make sure he didn't have any teammates there. That was just really weird. So you saw I backed up. Not really scared, obviously, but okay, here. Watch this. I'm slowing this down. This is clutch. So I have a point in meld, right? I have treads on strength, which I mean, like I just got them, so that's fine. The only other region I have is Fairy Fire. I could try and TP, but I'll just get stunned. So that's not an option. What are my escape routes here, right? Because I can easily die to 2 of them. And if I get stunned under tower, like that too. But we're going to slow this down. Okay. Look at Crown. I'm about to get stunned. I'm about to get stunned and attacked. I have 1,082 health. What do? Meld. How much health do I still have? 1,082. This Zeus. Lightning Bolt. I have 800 damage now. I'm stunned. Look. Refraction again. I walk out. 2 versus 1. Stun. Disables. Everything. And I got away with 694 health. That is actually insane. That's the second time Dark Willow ganked him in. Any of those 2 times was I close to dying. That refraction, or that refraction and meld were so clutch there. I feel like if I wouldn't have melded, I would have taken damage from Dark Willow's Shadow Realm, which is 120 max damage. Crown would have stunned me for 2 seconds. And then did he use, yeah, he used Bramble Maze. So that would have done 140 damage and rooted me for a second. Did any of that happen? 3 abilities he has. Did any of them do anything to me at all? I can tell you, Bramble Maze didn't. I just walked right out. Shadow Realm didn't do anything. I used Refraction, and that's right before I melded, right when he attacked. Crown didn't do anything. Literally nothing happened to me, and I got away. Easy. Easy. Zeus, on the other hand, the guy is out of mana. He has 38 mana. Out of his 865, he has 38. You know how many times he casted Arc Lightning? A Lightning Bolt there? He doesn't even have Arcane Boots. They're on cooldown. Bottle is empty. He's about to get this Illusion Rune. He has a Tango in his backpack, on a branch in his backpack for some reason. He's going for Aetherlands. They lost so much. And like, let me tell you too. They ganked mid twice, the Dark Willow did. That is 2 times that the support left her lane. They come mid in order to kill me, right? So when Dark Willow's mid, anytime Dark Willow's mid, the Zeus is gonna lose XP. And like the Dark Willow's kind of losing XP. Not really losing XP, but it's just not efficient. Because like he didn't kill me. So they got nothing out of that. They wasted their time like walking and leaving lane. That leaves the other lanes vulnerable. This Viper bottom could easily kill that Darkseer. Easily, right? Because do they have a support? I mean, Viper's alone, Dark Willow's alone. Was ganking mid worth it? Also proves my point, in this meta, leaving your lane and going mid is like 99.9% of the time not worth it. What this tells me is that like they had to come mid. Like Dark Willow had to come mid, because if he didn't gank me successfully, I would have like spiraled out of control. It's 8 minutes in, 53 last hits, 14 denies. No one in this game is even remotely close to how good I'm doing. Not even remotely. Net worth? No. Not even, man. Hero level? Me and Viper are the same level. Zeus is still behind. This Dark Willow is way behind. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, I'm looking at the stats, and it wasn't worth it for the other team. I did some clutch moves there. That's all I'm gonna say about it, man. We're moving on. I wasn't sure if Dark Willow was still mid, but Dark Willow is showing bottom, so I could have played aggressively here, I guess. I rush Deso, because like Desolator just helps me take towers and do more damage, and it's so good. So but even with like Blightstone, I could activate Ring here. But I mean, it just helps so much when doing tower damage. Alright, so I'll just last hit. My Crystal Maiden came mid to ward, and I think she leaves right after. Because again, it's not really worth, yeah, Crystal Maiden knows it, I know it. It's not worth her being mid. Like, what does Crystal Maiden mid help me do that I'm not already doing? Nothing, right? So these 1v1 matchups, it is 9 minutes, and I have 64 last hits. Like, that is insane, honestly. And I survived ganks. Like, if I wasn't being ganked, I would have last hitted more. Like, I don't have any kills or anything, but I survived, like, ganks. So, I guess, like, it's still not worth it for the enemy to come mid. Because, sure, I'm missing last hits. And maybe XP, but this Zeus hasn't even denied a single creep in 9 minutes, 50 seconds. You haven't denied a single creep. You haven't denied any XP from me at all whatsoever. And the thing is, even though I stand on like the opposite side of the river, the XP range is so good. Like I don't even know the exact number, but it's off the screen. Like I can get XP from just like standing here, which is insane considering that he can deny, but he's not. The Zeus has a kill. Okay.
This'll come in handy.
There's a Regener in top. I wanted to take this because I didn't want Zeus to bottle it. I distinctly remember this because I didn't really want to gank other lanes. Like, I could have, right? I'm extremely leveled and maybe I could gank top, but like it's just not really worth it. And I could have gone bottle, but I don't know. I'd rather focus on other items that really help me like win the lane. And bottle would provide more survivability, but have I struggled at all in survivability? Has my mana or health been like past half at all? Hardly this game? No, I'm not having any health or mana problems. So I push this lane out. And this Zeus better be careful, otherwise like his clarity will be gone. Alright, so what I really wanted to focus on in this video, like I said, was just the laning stage, survivability, like opportunity cost basically, and like being efficient, and like the items I bought, the timings I got it, the last hits, the denies. I mean, it's insane. So if you've learned anything at all from this video, I'll point out a few major points. So one, like the Templar Zeus matchup, I think is really nice. Being able to like survive in lane. There was one time where I bought Healing Salve out, I think. So like bringing Healing Salve to you is so good. Like I see a lot of people not do it. Like they'll just, if I had to choose in the mid lane, right? If I had to choose between using a Healing Salve or solo running to Shrine and using the Shrine alone, I'd get the Healing Salve. And again, like even this game I could have gotten Wand if I really felt the need, but when you go to Shrine, especially like solo Shrine, you're losing XP, you're losing like last hits, like, and like the Shrine has a cooldown, and maybe if you use it as a team it might be worth it, but for me to go out of my way to the Shrine and just to use it, like just use the courier and have it bring items, right? And I know it's tough like in the early game, especially if you have a lot of teammates who are Aquila carriers, if you have like agility, Ring of Aquila carriers, or like even like phase boots, right? If you have teammates who use phase boots, because you can't buy that from the side shop. So early game, it's tough, and that's why a lot of people go bottle, and I guess that would have been another option too. But just survivability on lane is just so important this patch, and the 1v1 matchups are so important too. Like, it was technically 2v1 because this Dark Willow just continued to gank mid over and over and over, and I would do the same thing, refraction, meld. I mean, there's nothing like they could do about it, right? So you want to, I guess, you want to put people in a position where they're forced to make, where like you limit their options, right? You force them to choose or pick, like this Zeus, do I want to leave lane and go get regen, or he buys a bottle, right? or the Zeus. And on like another example of this is having the Zeus probably asked for help mid, and then the Dark Willow came mid. So I'm forcing them to do things because of me, right? So I'm doing good, and I'm forcing the other team to make decisions on behalf of how I'm playing Dota, right? Like they're playing Dota on my terms, right? That's how this goes. That's how this mid lane matchup is. Oh, you want to win the mid lane? Well, you better gank it, but you're gonna lose your other lane if you do that, right? And oh, you want to match up like Zeus and Templar? Well, like look at all these denies I have. So, and I was in Discord at the time too, so I feel like I could have definitely done better this game. I saw a lot of last hits that I missed, and by no means was this like the best mid I've ever played, but it goes over a few key points. So hopefully you guys learned something from this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends, post it on Reddit, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, whatever people are using these days, Instagram, I don't even know. And I'm going to also get back into live streaming. I've been doing that kind of off and on a little bit, just depending on my schedule, because I am going to TI in less than 2 weeks, actually. And I'll be there a little bit early before TI starts. So, I probably won't make any videos then. Maybe I'll try and get some footage at TI or like around Vancouver and stuff to kind of film. Because last year I filmed a little bit, so... I guess without further ado, I will see you guys in my next video. Maybe I'll try and make a few more before I leave. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Isn't easy to show with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know I told you. It's the best slide I know. It's not a game that I am playing. My love. Trying to hold my feet.